I'm honestly gobsmacked of how good this tool actually is. If you're a PC user and you play Warzone, you 100% need to download this. I'm not endorsed by them, I'm not sponsored by them, I just like statistics. This tool not only shows you your stats and your friends' stats in depth, but it also shows you where your team is placed in the entire lobby, where you as an individual are placed inside of the entire lobby based on KDR, as well as other great cool features. But most importantly, it lets you know if there's any suspicious hackers lurking in your lobby. I'm here today to show you how it works, where to install it, a little bit of it in action. Let's go for it. Bit of disclaimer, it is PC only and it's made by a company called Overwolf. Incredible company, done a lot of stuff before. It is a free tool, but you can still look at your friends if they're on console and their stats. So if you're an Xbox or a PlayStation user and you've got a friend who you play with usually who's in PC and you want to know your stats, get them to download this tool for completely free reasons, get them to add you as a friend so you can compare stats between each other. It solved a couple of arguments between me and my friends, to be fair, about who keeps running off. Well, you can tell by the distance. So this is the website you need to download it from. It's available in the description down below, but Overwolf have created stuff and I've used it primarily for Rocket League statistics before, about MMR, but it also does Valorant, Hearthstone, Overwatch. It does a load of different trackers and it's available through that link in the description. All you need to do is click download, follow all the steps to link it up to your account, and you should be good to go. Going back over to the actual game, how you activate it. You can either run it from your actual desktop shortcut or wherever you put it on, or you just simply press the shortcut to bring it up in game. Now this is the main hub and you can change all the shortcuts by here. So mine is Alt X for one, summary widgets, Alt W, which is this little thing down at the bottom right there, and finally the live tracker, which is obviously live. I'm not in a game, can't show it. If you press Alt L, it will bring up all the latest kills and whose highest kill count in the entire lobby, as well as where your team position is, where your individual position is, but that does disappear once you bring up this main hub right here, and I get into that in just a moment. Here you can see on the Warzone Companion App that all of my player skills are right here. So apparently I'm top 13th in the world with combat, kills per match, kills per minute is top 15, Gulag duel win rate, which is top 2% in the world, which is excellent. My shooting is top 4% for headshots, survival, damage taken, etc, etc, etc. So it clearly shows a lot of statistics about what I've done and about my overall stats in general, which is awesome. If you want to see your friends' stats, regardless of where they're at, you want to come down to friends, and here I've already added in my friends, but you click add friends, you find the Battle.net ID if they're on PC, or you find the Activision ID if they're on Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, and you click it in there. Then they'll load up and you can see their combat record and experience and shooting, and you can even compare your details together. So me and Sharpie here who usually play together, when playing together we usually get a 2 and a 1.5 KD, when an average from all matches here is 2 and a 1.7. So that kind of shows you a bunch of different stuff, which is awesome, and it kind of like, you know, a bit of a competition side of things if you really want to have it as well. But the only grovel with this is that it shows the past 41 matches, which leads me to believe when we're going to modes, this hasn't tracked everything since the beginning of Warzone, which is fine, it's understandable. I reckon it's only since it's been live, this Warzone Companion, that it started tracking everyone's stats. I don't really know, but obviously here, the BR Rebirth Mini Royale quads, it shows that I've only done one match. Well, in all honesty, we played last night and we got like 4 wins, 3 in a row even, and it hasn't really shown that, which is a shame. It's a little bit buggy here and there, it's a little bit glitchy, but it is still in beta. I'm not going to grovel with it too much, but it's just cool if you want to see it for in-game stats, which is what I use it primarily for. So what I'm going to do is actually remove my webcam so you can see this, but this is the live tracker that I was on about before that I couldn't show you because I wasn't in a game. Pretty much this top bit here will disappear once you actually activate the main window, and I'll get onto that in just a second. But here you can see that the main statistics is that it shows how many kills a player has got throughout the entire game itself. Now, as you can see on the right hand side, it kind of shows all the kills throughout the entire game, who got what. I'm top with 7, Andy got 6, Sharpie got 5, and then Kev has got 1. And then coming up here, you can basically see the lobby skill level, which is like skill-based matchmaking. It kind of takes everyone's KD and compiles it together to show how difficult the lobby is going to be. This fluctuates greatly, and we kind of like went through the entirety of last night, going from anywhere between 12 to 50. It was quite a big margin of kind of like where we're going to get put, but overall quite consistent to show where we were on the actual leaderboard. I'll get into that in just a second as well. But as you can see here, this lobby right here was 18 out of 100 depending on skill level, and your rank was me out the entire lobby of 40 people, or 39 in this case, was second out of 39. And then my team rank overall was 4th out of 12. And we didn't find any cheaters in this lobby either. So if I bring up another win here that we got last night, you can see that this top bit has disappeared. And it's same again, we got 7, 5, and then Andy got 1, and the Kev got 0. Pretty decent in all honesty, but this bit over here is gone. And the reason why is because I activated this earlier on in the game. As you can tell, you got a lot of different things here, but it's live match tracker that really shows you. Here we got 22 out of 100 lobby skill level in total, because the average player's KD was 0.89. Kind of compiles, everyone does a mean ratio out of 40 people in this sense. But here you can tell that each one of us in our entire squad shows different stats. I'm top 1 here, as you can see, for KD. I'm top 2 for score per minute and top 1 for damage ratio. My buddy over here is 6th, 8th, 18th, 9th, 18th, and 22nd. And then my buddy here, Kev, which is 40 overall. So here you can see that I'm the best player in the entire lobby. There's no hackers or cheaters in this lobby. Anyone that is suspicious in a sense will be there. If I just turn my webcam back on so I kind of like explain it a little bit better, and down at the bottom here it kind of shows the best teams as well. So this guy here, Sword, Hunted, Junoob, and RVR was the best team overall because of their overall KDR and their average lifetime span, whereas us, Sharpie, Konix, etc. was second as the best teams, and we actually came out on top, which is excellent. So it's a pretty good tool overall to kind of show you where you are in the lobby and show you if there's any hackers. That's the main tool behind this. It's pretty cool to see your overall combat and shooting skill level as an overall in comparison to the entire world. But again, the main focus of this is just to see if there's any cheaters or high suspicious people inside of your lobby, if there's people with high KDs or suspicious activity going on with their account in terms of their kill, damage ratio, etc, etc, etc. Bring it up that this is a high or a medium or low kind of like suspicious activity. It doesn't necessarily say that they are hackers itself. It's great to show you where you are. It's a bit of an ego boost for me as well to say I'm first, and I was continuously first, second, or third throughout the entire thing, which is pretty awesome. Leave it in the comment section down below. Whereabouts are you in terms of lobby skill level? Is the people who you play with down at top 40 or top 6? Who do you play with? Are you the best in your squad? Be interesting to see where people lie with this. I think it's a pretty cool tool because it's so instant and it doesn't really take anything at all to activate. You just activate it through your little shortcuts, shows you where you are. But the only grovel I do have with this, which I can't show right now, is when you click Alt X to bring up this main companion app, I can't physically scroll out of this unless I do some kind of weird alt tabbing out again and back in, and can scroll through all of this. It kind of like it's just an overlay on top. It doesn't let you do much with it. So it'd be cool to see if I've got like a shortcut to kind of like toggle onto the overlay or off the overlay itself. Pleasure guys, hope you're all well. If you like what you see here, feel free to leave a comment, like, etc. down below, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.